In this episode of Open for Business, we will be talking about local entrepreneur, fitness trainer, and baker, Katie Unruh.
Hi, I'm Katie Unruh. I'm a personal trainer and a pro figure. I moved from BC about 9 years ago. I actually love Brandon. It's my hometown. I'll probably never move. I started off in Brandon working at various gyms, and I built up such a clientele that it was really hard for me to stay in one spot. So I started my own place. It's a gym and training facility, and it's worked out really great.
I did work at other jobs while I was here, while I worked at the gym, and I found that the other jobs were just not exciting me. I was going more towards the direction of the gym and finding that my passion was there. So I ended up quitting some very good jobs to go work for another gym in here in town and become a trainer. I had a bakery across the street. It was an old house, and I actually quit the one gym just because I was just exasperated and tired. I just needed to focus on the bakery, and so I set up the gym down there for myself because I was competing. So I worked there myself to train, and then other members found out that's where I was working. And they said, well, we don't care. We don't care where you are. If it's a back alley, we'll train with you. Would you take us on? And so I would take a few, and then before I knew it, I was doing 13 hours in the basement of that little tiny house. It was ridiculous. So I felt a big pressure, to go to another gym, and the other gyms I think were a bit intimidated at the time, me coming in there. They'd already had their new staff and whatnot. So I just thought, well, maybe I'll open a small studio. And my landlord offered this place to me. So I made it so that it was friendly enough and warm enough for the members, but it wouldn't steal from other gyms.
Katie is not only a very fit person herself, she also helped many people achieve their goals. People like Vince Levnick.
I was 289 pounds, tired, grouchy, just no energy, not wanting to do anything. I got 3 young kids at home, and just even to play with them was a chore. And I just needed to make a lifestyle change. And Katie, she made it happen. I've been here 7 months now and dropped 50 pounds, and now I've put on 8 to 9 pounds of mass, of muscle.
Things haven't always worked out so well for Katie. She, like any other successful person, has had to face some very difficult times.
I had a truck accident. I was coming out of Winnipeg and I hit a little bit of ice. I was trying to pass a vehicle. It was very sticky, bad roads. And because it's top heavy, I spun the truck on the highway and then rolled it 4 times down a 15-foot embankment. I didn't know that I had torn some abs. I didn't know that I had some issues, some hernias and that kind of thing. But a year later, the doctors did find that there were some issues that had to be reprimanded. So I did have surgery last January, and 13 weeks later, I had to have the surgery redone. I have lupus, and the lupus it's basically a disease that your body gets attacked by its own immune system. So that's what happened. It attacked all the soft tissue around the scarring and all the stitches and caused a big mess. So after 5 months of healing, I started back lifting. And it was very hard, very painful. And I wanted to prove to my members that I can win over lupus. It's been a very hard disease. Obviously, with the winnings that I got this year, it shows that you can overcome.
Hard work, positivity, and a willingness to do anything she has to do is what Katie Unruh is all about.
I look at every single person that comes through that door, and that person I want to help. I sincerely want to help. And I do believe that, if somebody walks through this door that they need help, and you got to find it. You got to be a mentor. You've got to live what you believe and walk the walk and talk the talk. You can't just, take someone's money and just run them through some exercise. You've really got to, believe in them.